How's it going, guys? FoulPlays here. Today we're going to be doing something a little bit different for today. So over the past couple of months, I've noticed that there has been a new genre in the Pokemon community that has exploded in the past couple of months. These videos have been very popular as of late and seem to get a lot of views, so why the fuck don't I take a spin at it? So now for which game I wanted to play, I decided to go with my least favorite game and probably the easiest in the Pokemon franchise, being Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee. Now in this circumstance, I'm going to be using Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu, but this can also be applied to Eevee as well, since they are literally the same exact game. Now for the mon that I will be using in honor of No Nut November, I will be using the lovable nut her itself, Meltan. Now Meltan is a mon that was introduced in the middle of Generation 7 and debuted in Pokemon Go. Meltan has a base stat total of 300, which is not really high compared to the other mythical Pokemon in the games. Basically, he has the same base stat total as a pseudo-legendary in their base form. Meltan is designed to be a very physical mon and a defensive mon as well, and is lacking in speed and special defense. It also has a very, how many times am I gonna say very bad moveset, with only having 3 moves that are actually usable. As for TMs, you can only get 3 offensive moves, 2 of which you already learned by level up. This makes this challenge very difficult, as I will only have 1 move that I can use at the start. Also, Meltan is not available to use until you hit the Go Park and Let's Go. So I will be having my good friend the Deadly Grebo to help me out by gifting one of his Meltans that he caught in Pokemon Go to help out with this channel. Go check him out as he is heading towards 200 subscribers, but without further ado, let's go Meltan. Now starting off with this game, I do the generic stuff like naming my character and trying to decide my gender. I decide to go with the albino white girl because we respect women here. Moving on to the name portion of the video, everyone take their guesses of the name that I will be telling you in 3, 2, 1. Lucy! Now that I have my name and everything figured out, I can remind Professor Oak on how much of a bad grandfather he is by telling him that his grandson's name is Fuck That Hoe. Now with our friend given his name, we can now leap into the world of hell, I mean Pokemon. Now starting right off the back, we are shown that we were waking up in our very own isekai because, well, we were shown getting up from our bed and turning on the TV. Oh hey, they sat down the Joy-Con that I wasn't using. I begin my adventure by talking to my mom, yet she has nothing important, so I head outside to the route above, and I am stopped by Professor Oak and given a Pikachu that will be boxed later. Now that I have met Fuck That Hoe, I can't help from dying of laughter from his name. We cannot trade until we get the parcel, and we have 3 mons in our party. I catch a Pidgey along the way so we can trade off our Meltan in the future, and then I go and grab the parcel and head back to the hell that we know as home. Now back in Pallet Town, I give Oak the parcel, and then I realize that I need not only the partner Pokemon and an extra mon, but I also need another fucking mon in order to trade that other mon. So I am forced to battle our rival with the Pikachu. Now that I have defeated that hoe, I can finally go and catch our second Pokemon, and I catch an Oddish so that we can head into the first gym. So now that we have our Meltan in our party, also shout out to the Deadly Grebo for helping me out with this. Link is in the description. Now that we have our Meltan, he has a starting level of level 15, and it has the moves Headbutt, Growl, and Tail Whip. And honestly, this is probably the worst possibility because now Meltan will not listen to us. And now we have to head into the forest and challenge a bunch of trainers right off the bat, and Meltan will not listen to us. So for me, I decided to avoid as many trainers as I could, but most of them were mandatory battles. At last, I get to Pewter City and challenge Brock and beat his Geodude with ease. But when I got to his Onix, we got absolutely demolished, and Meltan finally fell asleep because he does not want to respect his father. No, Dad, I won't beat the big bad rock snake. So with Brock's loss in mind, I began making a chain of Pidgey, which had the most spawn rates across all routes, and I could easily catch it because, well, I could see it easily in the forest. After an hour of chaining, I decided to take on the gym, and after a couple of tries, I actually beat Brock with ease. Heading on to Mount Moon was kind of difficult due to my level being right on par with the trainers in there, and Meltan about to not listen to me. Now going up to Mount Moon, I have a mandatory battle with Jesse and James of Team Rocket, which I will need another Pokemon, so I used the partner Pikachu and spam Growl with him. In the end, we beat Team Rocket, and we decided to take down Misty, but Misty was too strong, and we got destroyed by her Starmie. So I decided to go and take on my rival and end up demolishing him and take on the Nugget Bridge. And this is when I got hit by that god-awful level of 21, where Meltan got way too wasted the night before and decided that he's not going to obey us anymore. So now we just head up to Bill's house and turn him back into a human like any other normal person. Now that we are level 28, we finally take out Misty and her Starmie. And after a couple of tries, I can say that Misty was very, very difficult. And now we head down to Vermilion City. But first, we got stopped by Fuck That Hoe. And he gives us some revives, which are completely fucking useless. Also, he fucking kissed me. And then Minty finally joins the call and figures out the name.
What the? What did you name him that?
Now that I have arrived in Vermilion City, I have to go hop on the SSN and meet Gary. Hi Gary, how you doing? Now that we have talked to Gary, we head to the bottom of the ship and get challenged by our rival. And we destroy his life. Now I can use Chop Down on the trees thanks to the captain's wonderful gracing gift. Bye big ship. Now we take on the gym, and I'm gonna be honest, this is when the challenge got really hard. Now no matter what I did at this point, if I grinded my mons up to level 50, and I tried and then I lost my footage for it, I could literally not beat Lieutenant Surge because Meltan would not listen to us and it was not able to outspeed. And if it did outspeed, it didn't land the hit. So with that in mind, I decided I was going to try to head up to Celadon City. And lo and behold, there was another barrier hitting me as well. I tried to go towards the rock tunnel, and lo and behold, there was a Sandshrew that was literally using Dig. So once it would use Dig, I would try to use the attack, I would outspeed it, and it wouldn't hit. And even when it did hit, I wouldn't be able to kill it because it would end up killing me because it had Dig. It's very confusing, but basically, the Sandshrew was a roadblock, and then Surge was a roadblock. Whatever I did, Meltan was either going to not listen or it was going to fall asleep. I also did have Deadly Karibo put the TM for Toxic, Flash Cannon, and Thunderbolt all on these mons, and yet nothing was working at that. So I'm going to be honest, I did spend about 3 hours grinding out this Meltan, and lo and behold, this Meltan could not beat the third gym. And that's pretty sad because it's pretty much a mythical. You would think that it would be able to take on the third gym easily, but sadly you cannot use Meltan and only Meltan to complete Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee. When Pokemon Home comes out, we will try this challenge again, but for right now, it is actually impossible to beat Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee with a Meltan. Now if you guys did enjoy today's video, please click the like button down below and go ahead and subscribe because I do post daily content, at least I try to, not really. But I'm FellPlays and I'm out. Peace.